most of these songs were written while I was on tour, either in Sweden or Norway. But one of the songs from Fuck All the Perfect People, excuse me, Sam, is about my friends in Holland. And you see, I mentioned I was a professional gambler, and that's what I did do. I wrote songs and played horses. And I never did want to leave New York City because I wanted to stay close to the racetrack in New York. That was the truth. And I had albums out. John and I had albums out in Warner Brothers, and I really was the worst artist a label could have because I wanted to stay home and go to the racetrack. And then I got a phone call from people in Holland one day, and I was just about ready to go to the racetrack. I got this call. He said, "I'm Peter de Vos from Warner Brothers Holland." I said, "Yes, Peter. How can I help you?" He said, "I've been given your number by the LA branch, and I just wanted to tell you something. We've released your album over here, and to be very honest with you, you're selling a few more copies than we expected you would." I said, "Oh, okay." He said, "We'd like you to come over here and find out why." I said, "Gee, that's nice." And I had to decide. Well, I wouldn't tour in the States because I want to stay next to the racetrack, but somebody called me from some other country. That was a big deal for me. So I said, "All right, I'll leave the racetrack for a couple of weeks." And I went over there to play a show at the place called in Eindhoven called the Jazz Club. And they were booking a band to play with me, and I was to go over there. And they said they'd take one little ad out in the papers and see if anybody showed up. So I got there, and there was a line around the block. And I got this, and I was like, "Is that for me?" And he said, "Yeah, it's for you." So, wow, so couldn't believe it. So I got to the place, and the Warner Brothers girl met us at the door. She said, I'm sorry, Chip, you're not going on, don't worry. I said, "Don't worry about what? What happened?" She said, "The band that was supposed to play for you, they showed up and they had a big argument with the owner. They packed all their equipment, put it back in the truck, and they left. You don't have a band." So they said, we'll do it another time. You'll come back." I said, "Oh, they got 400 people going to see me," and I'm like, "What the heck? I'm not doing this." So I went in the back room, and I said, "Is there an opening act?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "Let me go." He said, "But they're not very good. They're just a local band." I said, "Well, let me go talk to them." So I went in the back, and I walked in, and there was this group of musicians all in black hats and all with their eyes down. They were a country band from Eindhoven. And, so I walked in, I said, "Hi, boys." And they said, "Hi, Jeff." And nobody looked me in the eye, and they said, "I've got a problem here." He said, "Yeah, we know. I said, "Look, I don't want to leave without playing a couple of songs for the people." I said, "Can you help me out?" They said, "Okay." So I said, "Do you know this song by Merle Haggard, 'Today I Started Loving You Again'?" And they played that, and they said, "Well, that's good. We know that. We got one." So I said, "You know, this is Big River, Johnny Cash." "Yeah." I said, "Oh, we got two." And I said, "Listen, I'm going to play you this song. This is one of my songs, and it's pretty simple." And I started playing the song that I played for you, the opening song, "The Real Thing," from my Last Chance album. And I got to the chorus and I go, "I want the real thing." All of a sudden, they started singing with me. I said, "What? You know that song?" They said, "We know all your songs." Well, that really, I think about it, and I get misty-eyed. I really do. And it was the most beautiful thing. The group was called Wildwood Flower. So anyway, I did that show with them, and they released a single. The single went to #1. Wildwood Flower was my band. We toured across the country. So anyway, this is a little tribute to my feelings of the folks in Holland and to Wildwood Flower. And we do some silly la-la-las in it. You just have to put up with them. One more night in Rotterdam, heading south across the land, and back south to Amsterdam. Vincent's smile go dim, catch a tear from old Milan. Good friend, we're as good as gone, and it's me and John and the Dutchman blues again. But that'll steal a sha-la-la, sweet sound from Junica. How I'd love to hold her close. The Father, Son, the Holy Ghost says, don't you dare, son, don't you try. Meet you in the by and by, and it's me and John and the Dutchman blues again. Here go the wildflowers. It's wildflowers in the springtime. Sha-la-la-la, sha-la-la-la-la. It's wildflowers in the fall. Sha-la-la, sha-la-la-la. And beat the drum slowly. That same old story in Big River. Oh, didn't we have it all? Johnny. What are you on, Matthew? On pedals? One more night in Rotterdam, heading north across Lowland, and back south to Amsterdam, to see Vincent's smile go dim, catch a tear from old Milan. Good friend, you're as good as gone, and it's me and John and the Dutchman